Do you dream of traveling the world in your retirement, but worry about how to afford it? Do you want to learn a simple and effective way to save and invest your money for your future adventures? If you answered yes, then this video is for you. In this video, I will show you the 3-bucket strategy of retirement planning, a proven method that can help you create a steady and reliable income stream in retirement, while also allowing you to grow your wealth and achieve your goals. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello everyone, welcome to the Global Adventures, where we share tips and tricks on how to travel the world on a budget. I'm your host, Mario, and today I'm going to talk about the 3-bucket strategy of retirement plan. This is a simple and effective way to save and invest your money for your future travels and adventures. In this video, I will explain what the 3 buckets are, how they work, and how you can use them to achieve your retirement goals. So, let's get started. The 3-bucket strategy is based on the idea of dividing your retirement savings into 3 different categories, or buckets, according to their risk level, return potential, and time horizon. Each bucket has a different purpose and function, and they work together to provide you with a steady and reliable income stream in retirement. The first bucket is the cash bucket. This is where you keep your emergency fund and your short-term expenses. The cash bucket should have enough money to cover at least 1 year of your living expenses, plus any unexpected costs that may arise. For example, if you spend $50,000 per year on your living and travel expenses, you should have at least $50,000 in your cash bucket. This way, you can avoid dipping into your other buckets when you need cash quickly, such as for a medical emergency, a car repair, or a last-minute flight deal. The cash bucket is the safest and most liquid of the 3 buckets, but it also has the lowest return. You can keep your cash bucket in a high-yield savings account, a money market fund, or a short-term CD. These are low-risk and easy-to-access options that can provide you with some interest income, but not much. The main goal of the cash bucket is to preserve your capital and provide you with a cushion in case of emergencies or market downturns. You should monitor your cash bucket regularly and replenish it from your income bucket as needed. The second bucket is the income bucket. This is where you keep your medium-term expenses and your regular income sources. The income bucket should have enough money to cover at least 10 years of your living expenses, minus any income you receive from other sources, such as pensions, Social Security, or annuities. For example, if you spend $50,000 per year on your living and travel expenses, and you receive $30,000 per year from other income sources, you should have at least $200,000 in your income bucket. This way, you can ensure that you have enough income to cover your essential and discretionary expenses for the next decade, without worrying about the fluctuations of the market. The income bucket is moderately risky and moderately liquid, and it has a moderate return. You can keep your income bucket in a diversified portfolio of bonds, dividend stocks, REITs, or annuities. These are medium risk and medium return options that can provide you with regular income, either in the form of interest, dividends, or payouts. The main goal of the income bucket is to generate a steady and reliable income stream that can supplement your other income sources and replenish your cash bucket. You should review your income bucket periodically and rebalance it according to your risk tolerance and return expectations. The third bucket is the growth bucket. This is where you keep your long-term expenses and your growth potential. The growth bucket should have enough money to cover the rest of your retirement, plus any legacy or charitable goals you may have. For example, if you have $1 million in your retirement savings, and you have allocated $250,000 to your cash and income buckets, you should have $750,000 in your growth bucket. This way, you can take advantage of the power of compounding and grow your wealth over time, while also fulfilling your personal and social aspirations. The growth bucket is the riskiest and least liquid of the 3 buckets, but it also has the highest return. You can keep your growth bucket in a diversified portfolio of stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, or index funds. These are high-risk and high-return options that can provide you with capital appreciation or growth over time. The main goal of the growth bucket is to increase your wealth and achieve your long-term goals, such as leaving a legacy for your family or donating to your favorite causes. You should adjust your growth bucket occasionally and withdraw from it sparingly only when your income bucket is depleted or when you have a special opportunity or need. The three-bucket strategy works by using the cash bucket to cover your immediate needs, the income bucket to replenish the cash bucket, and the growth bucket to replenish the income bucket. This way, you can avoid withdrawing money from the more volatile buckets when the market is down, and you can take advantage of the compounding effect of the higher returns in the long run. To illustrate how the three-bucket strategy works, let's look at an example. Suppose you are 65 years old and you want to retire and travel the world. You have a total of $1 million in your retirement savings, and you expect to spend $50,000 per year on your living and travel expenses. You also receive $20,000 per year from Social Security and $10,000 per year from a pension. How would you allocate your money among the three buckets? One possible allocation is as follows. Cash bucket. You put $50,000 in your cash bucket, which is enough to cover 1 year of your expenses. You keep this money in a high-yield savings account that pays 1% interest per year. Income bucket. You put $300,000 in your income bucket, which is enough to cover 10 years of your expenses minus your other income sources. You keep this money in a portfolio of 60% bonds and 40% dividend stocks that pays 4% interest and dividends per year. Growth bucket. You put the remaining $650,000 in your growth bucket, which is enough to cover the rest of your retirement and your legacy goals. You keep this money in a portfolio of 80% stocks and 20% ETFs that pays 8% capital gains per year. Now let's see how your three buckets would perform over time. Assuming a 3% inflation rate per year, here is a table that shows the balance of each bucket and your total income for the next 20 years. As you can see, by using the three-bucket strategy, you can maintain your desired income level of $80,000 per year for 20 years, while also increasing your total wealth from $1 million to $2.85 million. You can also adjust your spending and saving habits according to the market conditions and your personal preferences. For example, if the market is doing well, you can withdraw more money from your growth bucket and spend it on your travels or donate it to your favorite causes. If the market is doing poorly, you can withdraw less money from your growth bucket and cut back on your expenses or find other ways to earn income. So, that's the three-bucket strategy of retirement planning. It's a simple and effective way to save and invest your money for your future travels and adventures. By using this strategy, you can create a balanced and diversified portfolio that matches your risk tolerance, return expectations, and time horizon. You can also adjust the size and allocation of each bucket according to your personal situation and goals. Now, I have some questions for you. Please leave your answers in the comments section below. Have you tried the three-bucket strategy of retirement planning? If so, how did it work for you? If not, are you interested in trying it? How do you allocate your money among the three buckets? What are the factors that influence your decision? What are your retirement goals and dreams? Where do you want to travel and what do you want to do in your retirement? Do you have any questions or suggestions about the three-bucket strategy of retirement planning? Do you want me to cover any other topics related to retirement and travel? I would love to hear from you and learn from your experiences and insights. Please share your thoughts and opinions with me and the rest of the community. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Global Adventures for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.